We keep looking for productivity hacks, life hacks, and such nonsense, yet the solution is already there. Pick up a darn book. William Henry Gates III, also known as Bill Gates, was born in Seattle, Washington. His father was an attorney, while his mother ran a business. At a young age, Bill showed a keen interest in computers and programming. His first computer program was a tic-tac-toe game where players competed against a machine. At the age of 17, he founded a company with his boyhood friend and fellow computer enthusiast Paul Allen to track traffic using an Intel CPU. Microsoft would eventually be founded by Bill and Paul. Bill Gates worked with IBM to build the IBM PC in 1980 and launched Windows in 1985 in addition to co-founding Microsoft in 1975. Since then, he has worked very hard to run the company and make it a leader in the software sector. With an estimated net worth of over $100 billion, he has regularly been named the richest man in the world. He has pledged to donate half of his wealth over time and has already donated more than $30 billion to charity through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. In this video, we want to share with you 11 of the most inspiring advice Bill Gates has given, and we hope some of his advice will change your life. Number 8 is our favorite, so try and watch this video until the end. And if you're new here, consider subscribing so that you won't miss other educated videos like this. Let's get started. 1. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. You should constantly pay attention to your actual consumers, especially if they are your target market and are dissatisfied with you. They are the greatest people to ask for feedback on your goods or services. If a customer complains, it doesn't necessarily indicate they'll stop doing business with you. It does, however, represent dedication. They want the good or service to function, so they are taking the time to complain to you about it. Your clients want your connection to succeed. After all, that's why they first hired you. Failure to recognize the warning signals of a dissatisfied consumer may indicate that a connection is already irreparably damaged. Because we are only human, we will inevitably make some blunders. However, what matters most is how we handle them. Having the appropriate avenues for customers to air their complaints is key to managing customer dissatisfaction. Create procedures that help seasoned complaint handlers transform bad circumstances into satisfying client experiences. You have to take risk if you want to win big. Going outside of your comfort zone is necessary for many of life's greatest accomplishments. Some of life's most fulfilling experiences stem from taking chances, whether it's conquering shyness to perform on stage, spending money to help your business expand, or putting yourself out there for the chance to discover love. However, a lot of us find it challenging to cope with the uncertainty that comes with taking chances. The uncertainty of the situation and the worry about possible failure cause discomfort. What if I humiliate myself before everyone? What if I don't make back my entire investment? What if I give my heart to someone and get rejected? What if I don't measure up? In response, consider another what-if scenario. What if the objective of taking risks isn't the result but rather the activity itself? We must face our concerns by taking risks, and sometimes that results in failure. But what if that wasn't necessarily a terrible thing? 3. You need a mentor. Mentors are excellent providers of information. Mentors have gone through comparable milestones to yours, whether you're starting a business, returning to school, or changing careers. Pick mentors who can best help you understand your present stage of life or profession. Since they have already gone through it, they can relate their experiences to your own and offer suggestions on how to, for example, save money, reduce stress, and be more productive. Mentors seek out strategies that promote personal development. They may assign you to work on a certain assignment to gauge how well you perform after they are aware of your talents and abilities. They might give you another assignment to test you based on how you did, or they might give you in-depth feedback on what you did well and what you could do better. Mentors seek out learning opportunities that support your ongoing development. 4. Exposure to the realities of the world at a young age is a huge deal. Most people don't truly understand what life is until they are 40 years old. Most individuals depart with the false impression that life is, or ought to be, simple. Most people anticipate that their parents or the government will handle their difficulties. The sooner you come to terms with life's truths, the more successful you'll be. What is the reality, then? The truth is that life is difficult and that no one will assist you in finding solutions to your difficulties. We apologize if your parents or the government can't assist you. You will be more successful in life if you fully accept responsibility for your actions as soon as possible. 5. If you show people the problems and then the solutions, they will be moved to action. Today, if you're a leader of any kind, you can't just yell orders at people and expect them to comply. If you are looking, they might comply with your instructions, but if you leave them alone, they will resume doing what they perceive to be important. More than ever before, today's leaders must gain the support of their followers. There are two basic strategies for doing this: inspiration and motivation. Although the two words are frequently used interchangeably, depending on what you want to accomplish, they actually mean rather different things. Motivating others to take action toward a clear, immediate objective is the goal of motivation. People need to be offered something they desire in return when you're trying to persuade them to do something they might not necessarily want to do. Motivation is used by coaches when they motivate their teams during halftime. Even if they might be too exhausted or discouraged to try, they want their players to sprint back onto the field or the court with newfound vigor and determination. Their merit. Victory. 6. Don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. There is always more fashion, travel, and money. Comparison can initially appear beneficial or even innocent. Why shouldn't we all be aware of how we compare to others? But never compare yourself to others, since it is incredibly draining. After all, competing in this race means that you could finish first 1 minute and last the next. Comparing yourself to others over the newest Apple Watch, the hottest handbag of the season, or the job with the corner office has high stakes and can sap your energy. However, since you've decided to compare, it also implies you can decide not to. Then, what happens? There is one nearly certain truth: enough is never truly enough. Sayings like "if I just had fill in the blank, I'd be happy" are rather prevalent. However, once you do obtain that thing, job, opportunity, or whatever else, you quickly grow accustomed to it and need more. People enjoy improving and accumulating more stuff, especially when we feel competitive. As a result, we rarely feel content with our current situation. The things we have suddenly don't seem good enough when we see someone with something greater. This cycle's lack of closure is an issue. We never stop looking for more when we compare. Success is a lousy teacher. If that statement is accurate, and I think it is often, if not usually, each of us should pause and carefully consider the enormous implications of that statement and that reality in our lives and in our leadership. Seriously consider it. Success is a terrible instructor. It gives intelligent individuals the impression they can win. That assertion has significant effects on your life, leadership, and career if it is even partially accurate. Because I think you would claim you are successful if I asked you. And you certainly are. Your personal success is probably a poor instructor. Success again and over again could even make you believe that you can't or won't lose. Or that you don't need to think about other strategies to realize your potential, objectives, and goals. An extremely risky way of thinking and acting is believing you can't or won't lose. Thinking critically on your achievement and seeking genuine, constructive criticism and advice from others about your success both require serious discipline and discernment. 8. We start life with many big dreams. Things we want to accomplish, create, build, and experience. But if you ask anyone past the age of 40 what happened to all the dreams they had, they will most likely answer, life. This is accurate. Life frequently just happens. But it occurs because of the decisions we take. The decisions you make over time will add up to the life you build and design for yourself. Unexpected events can certainly derail dreams. But we have the power to choose where we spend our attention and whether we prioritize one desire over another. All of those decisions are ours to make on our own. Bill Gates was aware that he would have to travel a different path than most others in order to fulfill his goals and see his most significant work realized. He set aside some other goals in order to do it. Are the decisions you're making today really advancing the goals you have for tomorrow? 9. Spend a lot of time reading. I think reading is important. I do it frequently, both early in the day and late at night. Reading requires intense focus just to begin with. When you are reading, the majority of your brain is active. This implies that you actively consider what you're reading while you read, absorbing it more quickly and with greater retention. We keep looking for productivity hacks, life hacks, and such nonsense, yet the solution is already there. Pick up a darn book if you want to learn something, become better, mature more, comprehend your life and purpose, discover something new, or just find a place to retreat to when life becomes too much. Do you know what the Pareto principle is? According to the 80-20 rule of economics, 20% of the work produces 80% of the results. The 80% rule applies here. I think that if you spend 20% of your time reading a book or doing anything that inspires, excites, or motivates you, you'll have the inspiration, the ideas, and the drive to produce 80% of your production. 10. We always overestimate the change that will occur in the next 2 years and underestimate the change that will occur in the next 10. Don't let yourself be lulled into inaction. Leaders of all stripes desire sustained success more than just the quick survival or success of their organization. Their top goals are long-term oriented. However, a lot of the time, their daily choices do not. It's crucial to consider the big picture. However, pursuing it cannot be put off until one day. The present is where it plays its most important role. Even though it directs your vision of someday, the long view must be a component of every decision and action taken by everyone every day. Rebel leadership cultures increase their relevance and extend their existence by making the long view meaningful in the now. To summarize, avoid comparing yourself to others if you want to be wealthy and successful in life. Never let your dreams fade away. Take risks and be courageous. Be modest, study enlightening books, and think long-term. If you found value in this video, we would like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. We would, however, highly appreciate it if you could like this video and share it with your friends on social media. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here so you won't miss another of our intriguing videos. The more you learn, the more you earn.